My name is Christian Eschbach, and welcome to Top 10 in Under 10 AC/DC to ZZ Top. Hi there, everyone. Welcome to the first of the top 10 lists. We are starting at the letter A. We are using AC/DC, one of my favorite bands. It's just one of those bands. I mean, you gotta love AC/DC as far as I'm concerned, man. If you don't love AC/DC, there's something just a little bit wrong with you. You don't have to love all AC/DC, but overall, you gotta love AC/DC. Anyways, so top 10 songs from AC/DC. This is not in any particular order. A few of these are going to be givens, and a few of these are going to be my personal preferences, and I'm going to talk about it just a smidge as I go here. So first off, we got 74 Jailbreak. Now, I am in North America, so for me, that album is off the 74 Jailbreak album. I absolutely love this song, and it's, just a killer track, man. One of Bon Scott's fine performances. After that, we go on to the Jack. Now, I really struggled with this one. I really struggled on whether I wanted to put a live version on or if I wanted to put the clean version on. And I, at the end, decided to put the clean version on because, well, I just like the tongue-in-cheek and the innuendo, and I like the card game part of it. I really think it's kind of fun that way. After that, we go on to A Whole Lot of Rosie. Now, in the case of A Whole Lot of Rosie, this particular one is actually the one off of the double disc AC/DC Live that was released in 1992. Love the live version of A Whole Lot of Rosie, and at this point I was feeling it was pretty Bond heavy, and A Whole Lot of Rosie really needed to be on there, and I figured Brian's version, it's one of the few AC/DC songs where going from the Bond version to the Brian version really isn't that big of a difference. The vocal performance doesn't feel that different. After that, we go on to The Razor's Edge, off of obviously The Razor's Edge. This is going to be the first song on here that people are going to go, oh, really? Razor's Edge? Interesting. Hopefully. I really like this song. This one to me was something that was actually a little bit different for AC/DC off that album. I really kind of dug it and got into it as it was going on that album. Even the menacing, we'll come from Razor's Edge. Something about that I've always loved. It's a great tune. After that, we are going back to Bon Scott for Ride On. Of course, you got to have Ride On there, man. Ride On is one of those songs that is just amazing. It'd be wrong not to have it. After Ride On, Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution, because that is one of my all-time favorite songs. Forget just AC/DC, it's one of my all-time favorite songs. One of those songs I love butchering when I do karaoke, but that's only because I growl the hell out of that shit. After that, we go into Big Balls. So, Big Balls is slowly becoming one of my trademark kind of karaoke songs. And I'm actually doing it in the semifinals, which I have not performed in as of recording this. I have no clue as of when this gets posted if I've done it or not. But as of recording this, I haven't performed it in the semifinals yet, and man, am I going over the top on this bitch. I just love it though, man. And I get going with the whole try and put that little bit of a Brit accent in it and stuff like that just to get all cocky and snarly with it. It's great. After that, the next song on this list is an instrumental track. It is off the Who Made Who album, and we are talking about DT. I love this song, one, because I love the movie Maximum Overdrive, man. I am a sucker for that movie. Love it. I love that this song plays throughout the whole entire movie as a little kind of background theme going on. And when I used to play live with one of my earlier bands, it was actually one of the songs we put in the set list because it was a fun jam around song when you were going in between sets. Like when you were done your first set and getting ready to start the second set back up, putting this one on and just jamming around a little bit before kicking back into it and using DT was fantastic. Great time. Then after that, for those about to rock, We Salute You. Of course, man. Great tune. Absolutely fucking fantastic tune. And if I make it to the finals, it will be my one of my songs for the finals because I'm gonna go over the top on that bitch too. And then finally we have Night Prowler. Night Prowler is another one of those songs that it's not one of my favorite AC/DC songs. It's probably one of my all-time favorite songs. Night Prowler is the reason I love AC/DC so much, honestly. I love when they get in that slow blues kind of stuff back in the Bon Scott era. That's something they kind of lost going into the Brian Johnson era. It's one of those things, man. If you love it, you love it. If you don't, you don't. It's okay. Um, Really quickly, because I didn't mention it with everything. All right, so these are all the North American release albums that they appeared on. Jailbreak was on 74 Jailbreak. The Jack was on High Voltage. Whole Lot of Rose, the AC/DC Live, the 2-disc edition, is where mine specifically came from. The Razor's Edge from The Razor's Edge. Ride On off of Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Rock and Roll Ain't Noise and Pollution from Back in Black. Big Balls, also from Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. DT from Who Made Who. AC/DC for Those About to Rock. I forgot to mention the version I put on for AC/DC for Those About to Rock is also the one from the live version. Because if you're going to do it, you got to do it right with all the huge cannons. You want that whole extra fanfare and all that other stuff. It's fantastic, man. Ow! And then finally, Night Prowler off of Highway to Hell. All right, folks. That's it. That's my top 10 for AC/DC, which was the letter A. I will see you in the letter B for The Beatles.